The morning was calm on my vineyard until 3 people claiming to be HOA security rushed through my front gate like they owned the property. One pointed at me and shouted, "Step back, you're violating HOA regulations." I almost laughed, but their hands were already on the fake badges they wore. One of them kicked my fence as if he needed to prove authority. Another started filming my grape rows like they were some kind of forbidden crop. Karen stood behind them with her arms crossed, wearing that proud smile she saved for the moments she thought she had finally won. "I told you," she announced. "He's ignored our notices for months. Remove him from the premises." I looked at her and felt a calm settle over me, the kind that arrives right before everything shifts. "Karen, this is my vineyard. I'm not even part of your HOA." But she acted like she didn't hear a word. She stepped forward, her heels sinking into the soft soil, and waved a bright red eviction slip in my face. "You're done here," she whispered, like she was delivering a final verdict. "This land now falls under my HOA expansion." Her fake officers spread out like they were preparing for a major raid. One tried opening my barn door, another snapped photos of my tractors, the third measured my fence like he planned to tear it down. Everything happened so quickly it felt unreal. My dog barked nonstop, which only made Karen shout louder. She locked her eyes on mine and said, "This will end badly for you. Trust me." But the truth was, I knew something she didn't, something she never would have imagined. And when she saw it, her confidence would disappear fast. "You walked onto the wrong land today." I said it quietly, but she paused as if the words struck deeper than she expected. And from that moment on, everything began to shift. Karen snapped her fingers and the fake officers moved in closer as if they planned to drag me off my own soil. One grabbed my arm but released it the instant he felt the security band under my sleeve. He stepped back, eyes wide, though he stayed silent. Karen didn't notice. She was too busy barking orders like she ran the entire county. "Search everything. The barn, the cellar, even the truck. He's been hiding violations for months." My stomach tightened not with fear, but with anger. These people had no idea what they had stepped into. One pushed open my barn door and froze at the sight of the row of locked steel cases on the wall. His partner whispered, "Why does he keep protected storage here?" Karen brushed past them. "He's lying about everything. He probably stole those. Keep going." She grabbed one of the steel cases and yanked at it, but the biometric lock flashed red. She slammed her hand against it like a frustrated child. "This is unlawful," she shouted. "Real authorities will be here soon." I didn't move. I simply watched them unravel as they realized nothing here matched their expectations. My vineyard was clean, legal, and fully protected, every inch of it. Then Karen picked up the one thing she never should have touched, my property ledger. She opened it and stopped breathing for a moment. The first page carried a seal she recognized immediately. She tried to close it, but the fake officers had already seen it. "Wait," one whispered. "This land is under federal agricultural monitoring." Karen's face drained of color, but she forced a smile, trying to bluff her way through. "He forged it. Don't believe anything here." I stepped closer, and she stumbled back like I had suddenly become dangerous. "Karen," I said, keeping my voice steady, "if you continue, you're about to ruin your life today." She glared at me, but fear slipped through the cracks. "You're bluffing," she said. But she was wrong, and she was about to learn how serious this mistake truly was. Karen kept shaking her head, pretending she was still in control, but the fake officers weren't convinced anymore. Their eyes bounced between the seal, the ledger, and the steel cases behind me. One whispered, "We shouldn't be here," but Karen snapped so quickly he flinched. "Stay where you are. He's manipulating you. This whole vineyard is a fraud." I almost felt sympathy for her. Almost she marched toward my house like she planned to force her way inside. "You think some official stamp scares me?" she muttered. "I've dealt with people like you before." But her voice trembled when she noticed something she didn't expect. My cameras turning toward her. Every lens rotated slowly, locking onto her like they were part of something far more advanced than a basic security system. "Why are the cameras doing that?" one of the fake officers asked, stepping back. "Their motion triggered," I answered, though we all knew it looked like something far more serious. Karen swallowed hard but forced herself to keep acting bold. "Good," she said. "Let them record him trespassing." I nearly laughed. She stormed forward, and as she passed my porch, she ripped a warning plaque off the wall. The moment she tore it away, a small light beneath it glowed blue. She didn't notice, but the fake officer behind her did. "Ma'am, that light. What does it mean?" I answered before she could twist it. "It means someone on restricted land crossed a protected boundary." Karen froze. She stared at the blue glow like it was something she was never supposed to trigger. "That's not real, right? Just a sensor." right? I didn't respond. Because right then, we heard the quiet click of the satellite-linked alert box near the gate, a sound none of them were ever meant to hear. It wasn't loud, but it drained the color from every face. What did we just trigger? One whispered. Karen backed away like I had suddenly become a threat. This can't be real. This can't be real. I stepped forward. You walked onto my vineyard with fake authority, I said softly. But now you've triggered attention from the people who hold real authority. Karen's hands shook. Who are you? She whispered, and the truth was about to hit her harder than anything she planned today. She stared at the alert box like it was counting down. The fake officers stepped away, realizing they had followed the wrong person. One whispered, "We need to go now." But it was too late. A black SUV rolled up the dirt road, fast and silent, stopping at my gate. Two real federal agricultural officers stepped out, badges visible, eyes sharp. Karen tried hiding behind her fake team, but they moved away like she was a burning fuse. One officer spoke firmly. We received an unauthorized access alert from restricted agricultural land. Who triggered the boundary? His eyes went straight to Karen's hand, the stolen plaque still there. She dropped it, but he'd already seen enough. I didn't know, she stammered. He's lying. He faked everything. The officer turned to me. You all right, sir? I nodded. Yes, they entered without permission, posed as HOA security, and tried taking over my land. Karen gasped. He's not even supposed to. He is the registered federal caretaker of this property, the officer said, cutting her off. This vineyard is under agricultural protection. Trespassing here is a federal violation. Karen's legs gave out. The officers secured the fake team first. Then Karen, she cried, shouted, and blamed everyone but herself. I thought this land was part of my HOA. I thought he was lying. The officer looked at her without sympathy. Ma'am, this land was never under any HOA. You had no authority here. You attempted to take over protected property. As they guided her into the SUV, Karen stared at me like she still couldn't understand how everything reversed so quickly. I didn't say a word. I didn't need to. One officer gave me a nod. We'll take it from here. Thanks for the alert. The vineyard grew quiet again, peaceful and mine. As the SUV disappeared down the road, a calm breeze moved through the grape rows like the land itself was relieved. And I finally said the line I'd been holding all day. I take care of this land. But today, this land took care of me. The vineyard grew still once more, and for the first time, Karen was gone from my world for good. The end.